Have you ever wondered that why population in different part of the world is different? You see, total population of China is more than 135 crores. Little less than China, India's population is also just close to China, maybe little less than 135 crores. But on the other hand, Canada, Australia, Russia, these countries have very low size of population. So today we will discuss which are the factors which affect distribution of population. Hello friends, my name is Arvind Kumar Singh and let's begin the class. In the previous video, we have seen that there are certain areas in the world where population size, population distribution is high. These areas are East Asia, including China and Japan, Southeast Asia, including Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, South Asia, which includes India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, northwestern part of Europe, including England, France, Germany, and eastern part of North America. So in this part of the world, population concentration is high. On the other hand, there are certain areas in the world where population is very low, like Siberia, Greenland, northern Canada, Amazon forest in South America, Sahara desert in Africa, and almost entire Australia. Population is very low. So certainly one thing comes to our mind that distribution of population in the world is not uniform. Often this question comes in the examination. This statement will be written and it will be written explain with suitable example or elaborate something like that. So let's see what are the things. There are 10% land on the earth where 90% of the world population is concentrated, like river valleys of Ganga, Indus, Nile, Huangho, and also the coastal area, the area along the seas and ocean, also have high concentration of population. So this is one thing. Second important thing is that there are 90% land on the other hand where only 10% population of the world is found. So just contrast to the above point, and these areas are deserts like Sahara Desert, Namibia Desert, Thar Desert, Atacama Desert, Greenland, northern Canada and Siberia are very cold places. Amazon basin having very dense tropical forest, entire Antarctica continent, population is very low. So one thing we have understood that throughout the world, distribution of population is not in uniform manner. Somewhere population is more and somewhere population is less. There must be some reason, there must be some factor which control the distribution. So in this video, we will try to learn all those factors which controls the distribution of population. So there are three important factors, and under each factor we will learn the different element, or you can say different components. Why distribution is uneven? Let's explore. All the factors which control the distribution of population can be grouped under three headings. Geographical factors, it includes water availability, landforms, climate and soil. Economic factors, it includes minerals, urbanization, industrialization. And the last one, social and cultural factors, which include language, religion and political unrest. Let's see each point one by one. Water availability. Students, you know that water is the most important resource on the earth. On this earth, living beings are found only because of the water. You may have studied that so far scientists have not found life anywhere in the solar system or in the near star system. Why? Because water is not available. We cannot imagine life without water. And that's why water is the most important factor among all factors. Wherever water is available, people are found. If water is not available, people are not found there. As you know that water is very essential for life. It's needed for cooking, bathing, cleaning, washing and other domestic work. Water is also needed for growing crops and getting food. We cannot get food without water. And because of that, ancient civilization, Indus civilization, Huangho civilization and other civilization in the world, they flourish in the valley of river. We can see large concentration of people along the valley of Ganga, Yamuna, Indus, Nile, Huangho, Mississippi and other rivers of the world. On the other hand, those areas where water is not available, their population distribution is very low. Take example of Sahara Desert, Atacama Desert, Thar Desert of India. All these deserts have very low size of population only because of lack of water resources. On the picture you can see right hand side that along the river these cities have come up. Near the ocean also big cities have come up only because water is available there. So water is the strongest factor which influence the distribution of population. Next factor is landform. What is landform? Different shapes and sizes of the upper surface of the earth is called as landform. Common landforms are plain, plateaus, mountains, hills. Among all the landforms, can you guess which one is the most suitable for living? Of course, it is the plain area. Plain areas are the most suitable for habitation because it offers labeled land for farming. In the plain area, we can make villages easily, towns, transport, that is road and railway, construction is very easy in plain area. And because of this factor, plain area made by river Ganga, Indus, Huangho and other rivers are heavily populated, thickly populated. But if you go to other kind of terrain, if you go to other kind of landforms like mountains and hills, then you will find that population there is very low. Mountains are less attractive. One question may be coming to your mind that if mountains are less attractive, then why they are good tourist places? Here you have to understand one thing, that people go there only for 5, 6 or 10 days just for recreation, just for enjoyment, not for living. Living in the mountainous area is very tough. It's very difficult to produce crop on large scale on mountain slope. Of course, nowadays plantation farming is coming up, but still, if you compare the crop production in the plain area and crop production in the mountainous area, so it's a very large difference. In the plain area, cultivation of crop is quite easy, making fields, irrigation and doing other kind of agricultural work is quite possible. Whereas the same work on the mountain is very difficult. Construction of road and railways, setting up towns, village, industry is also difficult on the hilly areas. And this is the reason that in Himalaya, Rockies mountain, Andes mountain and other mountains of the world have very low size of population. So here we have to understand that in the plain area there will be more population and on the hilly area there will be less population. As you can see in the image given on the right hand side, the top image is showing the plain area, more houses you can see, whereas the bottom image is showing a hill where hardly few houses are found. third and very important factor which influence the distribution of population is climate. Good climate, favorable climate always attract more people. Now, what is the meaning of favorable climate? Favorable climate means moderate temperature, that means medium temperature and medium rainfall. The temperature in which human survival is easy and the amount of rainfall which is quite sufficient for growing different kind of crops. If that two element of climate, temperature and rainfall is medium and moderate, that is called as favorable climate, and such kind of climate attract more people. Monsoon type of climate, Mediterranean type of climate are very good for habitation of people, very good for cultivation of crops, and that's why large size of population is found in such kind of climatic areas. On the other hand, extreme climate, harsh climate are unattractive for the people. What is the meaning of extreme climate? Either very hot or very cold. That means if the temperature is very extreme, very high, or temperature is very low. Take example of rainfall. If rainfall is very high or rainfall is very low, in all the situation population concentration will be very less. Take example of Sahara. In Sahara population is low because temperature is very high and rainfall is very low, almost nil. No rainfall in many parts of the Sahara. Take example of Siberia. Why population is low? Because temperature is very low, extreme cold climate. Northern Canada, Greenland, Antarctica. Why population is low? Extreme cold condition. And that's why such climatic conditions are less attractive to the people. So let's summarize the point. Favorable climate with medium temperature and medium rainfall will attract more people, whereas extreme climate, harsh climate will not be attractive and there will be less population. Now, so these were the three important geographical factors which we discussed earlier. One was availability of water, next was topography, that is landform, and third was climate. Now come to the economic factor. Under economic factor, minerals are very important. During ancient times, people don't have idea about the importance of minerals. We were not aware about the value of minerals, and that's why during ancient time mineral had no value. But in the modern industrial age, minerals play very important role. Countries of Middle East, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait have very unfavorable geographical conditions. That means climate is not suitable there. You know, in Saudi Arabia, UAE, temperature is very high, deserts are found there, sand dunes are there, water is not available. So you can say that geographical condition in these countries is not good. But even though people are more, big cities are coming, towns are coming. Why? Because of availability of minerals. You see, in the Middle East, in many parts of the Middle East, mineral oil is found, petroleum is found, and drilling of petroleum needs lots of worker, machinery. So different people from different parts of the world, they are going to these areas and population is increasing. Similarly, copper mining in Zambia, gold and diamond mining in South Africa is also attracting population from different parts of the world. So here we have to understand that if the geographical condition is not suitable, but there are some important minerals found there, then also people will be coming there. On the image in the right hand side, you can see that these are the oil refineries, and you can see the Dubai city in desert. Millions of people are living in desert even though fresh water is not available, cultivation of crop is not available, even though because of availability of mineral, that is the mineral oil, petroleum, this area is having large size of population. Next important factor under economic factor is urbanization. What is urbanization? Urbanization is a process when large number of people start living in towns and cities. Process of urbanization is going in almost every country, either it is developed country or developing country, everywhere. Urbanization is going on in USA, France, England, Germany, and also it is going on in India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bhutan, and Thailand, developing countries. Towns are becoming bigger and they are turning into cities. The existing cities are expanding in size and turning into mega city, metro city. In the city like Mumbai, Tokyo, New York, London, Paris, Beijing, millions of people are found. Urban areas are attracting more population. Why urban areas are attracting more population? Because they offer better living condition, good employment opportunity, better health and educational facility. And that's why from the rural areas, many people every day migrate to the urban areas. So urban areas are attracting more population. All the urban areas of the world is having large size of population. Third important element under economic factor is industrialization. Industrialization is another element, very important. Industrial center offer more jobs opportunity, higher income, and therefore industrial towns and cities are also attracting more population. When any industry come to any part of the world, many labors are required, workers are required. For the workers, there must be some market, living area, colonies, staff quarters, shopping complex, banks, financial institutions, and all these things together create different kinds of job, employment opportunities, and that's why industrial town attract more people. Kobe and Osaka region of Japan, Manchester in England, and even in India, the Mumbai Pune region have attracted lots of population only because of industrialization. So wherever there are industries, there you will find more population. Now, the last factor was social and cultural factor. It has also its own importance. It includes language, religion, and political situation of a country. Here I want to tell you one thing. Suppose you speak Bangla and you have gone to New York for some kind of job. You have become software engineer or any kind of job you are doing there. Now you want to buy a house or you want to rent a house. Now which area you will prefer? Where you want to go? If you are a Bengali people going from India, then you will try to find in New York that where already Bengali people are living. Why? Because similarity in language, custom, tradition, food habit, festival is very important. People try to live with in those areas where similar social and cultural background people are already living. So social and cultural also includes the religion. Chinese people will try to find place in the Chinese areas in the New York City. Similarly, an Indian in New York will try to find home in those areas where already Indians are living. So this is one thing. Other thing is the political situation. You see, many countries have different kind of political problems. Especially some countries in the Middle East like Syria, Palestine, Iraq, Afghanistan, and many countries of Africa, civil war is going on. Many towns and cities have been destroyed because of bombing, air bombing. People are fighting, food crisis, and that's why people from those areas where there is no peace, where there is no law and order, they are moving to other parts of the world. They are leaving the place. On the right hand side, you can see the images, the towns which had been completely destroyed by air bombings because of war. So people living in these areas, either they have died or they have left the place. So here we have to understand one thing, that people try to settle down in those areas where similar background people are already living. This is one thing. And other thing, that if the political situation of the country is not good, is not peaceful, then also people will migrate from that area and they will settle in the other area where peace, law and order is maintained. So these were the three important factors: geographical factors, economic factors, and social and cultural factors. I hope that this lesson you may have find very interesting. Thank you very much. We will meet again. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.